Hey guys, it's the Hi Guys, and this is Dex, and we are playing the Stanley Parable, the brand new one, the one made by themselves, not the mod. Let's begin the game, shall we? Oh god, it's gonna load up where I last played, which was not the beginning. No, it was. It's not.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So yeah, guys, this is the Stanley Parable, and it was just released, like,
all of
I
his
think
co-workers
yesterday.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
So yeah, guys, this is Stanley Parable. It released like a day ago, I think. Don't know when there's gonna be more talking, but yeah, it was just released a day ago, and I'm recording it. Yeah. As far as I know, I don't think anyone's uploaded it so far. So as of now, no one has uploaded any of this. So let's go. This is blind playthrough, so I haven't done anything except for like going a little bit in. So let's go. And here's the first
Stanley
choice.
came to a set of two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay, so basically about this game, it's a game about choices. You can either go to the left, the way the narrator says, or you can go to the right, the way the narrator doesn't say. This time, I'm going to be recording two sets of this. This will be me all going what the narrator doesn't say. Just see what it does.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
Beautiful.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
This room. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. I'm just gonna be random whenever I do
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It really is worth it. Oh my. Oh. Oh, look at that plant. It's got water on it.
At this point, Stanley's
ocean.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy
What?
and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
You're so mean. I want coffee. Oh, coffee nut. Yeah. So,
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
yeah. This game constantly breaks the fourth wall, as you can tell. Let's see if there's any more text. Let's see what time it is. It is 11, like 27. It's 11:27. Interesting. Let's go.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Nah. Let's do this.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
This game. And up to this point, it's complete blind. This is where I got last time, so here we go, guys. Completely blind. Don't know what's going up next.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh my god. Oh, now I have to redo this. Okay. Okay, let's just run
All
through
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So, you can die.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm just running through this since we've seen it
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
That's new dialogue.
Yes, really, really worth it being. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, let's not jump off this time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't wanna do what you say, man. You might lead me to the death of me. I never know about this British narrator. I think he's British. I'm not all too sure. Okay. This is really dark and oh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
The blue pill or the red pill? The Matrix decision. Blue! Even though I like red more.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
Oh, what?
Stanley walked through the red door.
No. Blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Look at that text. Nope.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Oh, I love this
Was it
game.
worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Oh.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. What? No.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
What?
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come
this
from?
game is so
How did I know the
priceless.
game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Wow. Good old Nico Nacho Voila. Are these even real people? Oh, nope, it's not. Oh my god, this game. Friends list is empty. I just want to look at this board for a little bit. This is your superior. A dead rat is my superior. Okay, let's go to the wood door this time.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Oh, come on.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
This game is freaking amazing, guys. Oh my god, I'm loving this.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endless